wearing pajama pants right now? Yes. Do I care? No. But did I change this top just for this video? Maybe. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm either vibing with myself, I think I'm the most beautiful person on this planet, or I'm really curious how I've got friends. Because it's so easy to get caught up in social media and Instagram, looking at these pictures of these celebrities, these influencers, and thinking, how are they so beautiful? And why do I look like a potato sack? What's most damaging is the fact that we believe they grew into their features. No, the hell they didn't. They grew into their wallet, maybe. Today's beauty standards have been created by people that couldn't even reach them themselves, that had to pay to reach their own beauty standards. Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Ariana Grande, Dove Cameron, all these people made these unrealistic beauty standards that they themselves had to pay for. And honestly, if you believe that Ariana Grande hasn't had surgery, please just leave the channel now. But it breaks my heart that girls out there think that puberty fairies really just be whacking their wand 3 times on the batty and calling it natural. All these models, influencers, celebrities, they might be living their own lives and they might just be going about with their day, but at the same time, they're also selling that idea of beauty and making careers off of profits of other people's insecurities. They are creating other people's insecurities so they can profit off that. Khloe Kardashian. Do we have to talk about how many protein shakes and green tea detoxants she's selling for losing weight when she's had surgery and liposuction herself? You don't just have liposuction with a tea. And this by no means is me hating on these celebrities and these influencers. I really don't care what other people do. It's their own lives. If people want surgeries, they can have surgeries. It has nothing to do with me. I'm completely in my own business. What I don't like is the lying behind it, because the more a celebrity lies about the surgeries they have, the more children out there that will have less self-esteem as they grow up. And that's the sad truth about it. If you want surgeries, go girl. But don't say it's natural beauty, that you just grew into your features. What makes it worse is that they say that they got these bodies because of a calorie deficit and a Armani protein shake every night. Your bum didn't grow 15 sizes because of a protein shake, India. All they are selling is this image that they are almost superior because of their natural beauty. Whereas God has done every other person, these average people, these peasants, completely dirty. Because we will never live up to that. We didn't just wake up beautiful, and when our teenage stage passed, why do we still look the exact same? It's the double standards for me as well. It's the fact that we can call Kim Kardashian beautiful, and all these celebrities that have had BBLs beautiful. But then when it comes to the truly natural artists and influencers and celebrities and these natural people, these thick people like Megan Thee Stallion, how do we have the nerve to call them fat? How does Megan Thee Stallion get called fat when she has a natural thick figure, a natural hourglass figure? But we have the nerve to call her fat and call Kim Kardashian beautiful. Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians had us brainwashed for years that they hadn't done anything to their bodies. And we believed them. And we was like, wow, they are the ultimate girls. And we've been brainwashed to glorify surgeries, because that is the only way that we think we will be able to reach our own beauty. Instead of realizing we aren't beautiful because we didn't dip into our wallets or our mum's money, we think we aren't beautiful because we were born ugly. Because God thought, meh, we'll just rush this one, put her to the side. And nothing is wrong with surgeries. I just really wish that people could admit they've had them rather than hurting all these children in the process of lying. And maybe because of that, females would be a lot more happier in themselves. People would love themselves a lot more. But at the moment, that's not happening because of these artists, these celebrities, these influencers that we look up to, telling us that they just grew into their nose. If they just admitted that they had surgery, no one would judge them. No one would find them disgusting for how they look. At least we can realise that, yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, their nose is beautiful, but their nose is looking a bit extra spicy today because Dr. Raja from the clinic did rhinoplasty on him and didn't just wake up with a new nose on Christmas. There's so many videos out there on YouTube showing the before and afters of all these artists. Ariana Grande, Madison Beer, Kylie Jenner. Now, Kylie Jenner is a big one. If you sit there and you say these artists, these influencers are naturally beautiful, they genuinely just look like that, they grew up looking like that. I'm not gonna talk about your eyesight, I don't want to get into that. Maybe see Specsavers. How can you miss it? These YouTubers show before and after pictures, they always of course don't say that this is exactly what they've had, but I think by looking at before and after pictures, you can notice whether someone's actually had something done or not. And the truth is, they have. Nobody looks perfect. These beauty standards have been made for us not to reach. They've been made for us to have surgeries to reach them, to give money to these people to make them richer whilst we get poorer trying to look like them. Personally, I think surgeries are more of a money-making thing. They give us our insecurities so that they can fix them, so that they can get money for it. We would never have these insecurities in the first place if these unrealistic beauty standards were ever created. These beauty standards were created by surgery to make us insecure, so then we get surgery. I feel like the whole beauty industry is toxic for this. Creating these beauty standards, the whole beauty industry makes the average person feel like they are beautiful, and then they profit off that. I by no means have anything against anything about surgery. I don't care if somebody has surgery. I would probably get surgery myself if I kept looking at all these people and feeling sorry about how I looked. But that's exactly the point of it. It's for you to look at all these people and feel sorry about yourself. Be upset by the way you look, when really we should be boosting our own confidence. We should be looking at ourselves and thinking, wow, I'm looking spicy today. Who's that, Ariana Grande in the mirror? Nope, that's just me. We need to look at ourselves and be confident with who we are. Be confident with how we were born, rather than seeing these people and thinking surgery is the only way to reach them goals. It's like we have been brainwashed by glorifying surgeries. There's nothing wrong with surgeries, and I know a lot of people have surgeries to feel confident in themselves, but I think that's where the downfall is. I want everyone to be confident in themselves, but I wish that changing yourself was not the way to do it. Because you're changing yourself to try look like these artists, when these artists change themselves to look like themselves. These artists weren't born like themselves, and we're changing ourselves to look like them. It's genuinely a circle. If these influencers told us they had surgeries, maybe we'd think, okay, fair enough, they've had surgeries to look like that. They weren't brought up like that. We are beautiful. They look just like us before they changed. We would be a lot happier in ourselves. The world would be so much more of a happier place. It's damaging and it's sad, but I feel like there's no changing it. I feel like surgery are just going to keep going up in the world. BBLs are at their highest. Everyone is having one. Since I think I started hearing about them in 2020, when I just started stalking YouTube, is when I first started hearing about a BBL. And I was like, really? The risk is death, and people are risking that to look like the next Kim Kardashian, to try fit in with the beauty standards, which, bear in mind, in 20 years time will change again. The beauty standards go around in a circle. Who knows, maybe slim is going to be the next trend, and everyone's going to be regretting having the surgeries done to their bum because flat bums are the new thing. It's sad seeing the world collapse almost, seeing society fall, seeing these children with such low confidence, such low self-esteem, and being so upset that they want to change who they are. Girls in primary school, girls be looking at themselves in the mirrors from tiny ages, wishing that they didn't have the features that they did. And that's heartbreaking, because when they're looking on the stage and they're seeing Ariana Grande with the most perfect chiseled face that she could have, or Madison Beer on all of their TikTok feeds, they're gonna want to change. They're gonna think that God really spent their time on them, but threw us to the side. In conclusion, I think that there's nothing wrong with surgeries. It just makes me heartbroken that we think surgeries are the only way that we can become beautiful and reach the look of all these other celebrities and influencers, reach the beauty standards. Even though these celebrities and influencers couldn't reach the beauty standards themselves.